guys, welcome to Live It Up, your favorite show that focuses on all forms of creativity at its best. Today's episode is focused on scribble art. Scribbling is writing or drawing something carelessly or hurriedly. It's a piece of writing or a picture produced carelessly or hurriedly. Often, we associate scribbling with negative habits, saying it is done out of control, childish, sloppy, or messy, but it has over time grown into a beautiful aspect of art. With scribble art, you can draw just about anything with it. Animals, faces, telephones, gloves, furniture, plant, and so on. Let's give you a little piece of scribbling art from our artist, Ayanfe.
My name is Alarinda. I'm a visual artist and a photographer. I practice various kinds of arts, but what I major in mostly is scribble art. Scribble art to me is also known as Jaga Jaga. It's also known as Jagaism. I create art from Jaga Jaga. I use crooked lines. I bring crooked lines together to create something slightly perfect. I wouldn't say I call my style perfect because it's a style that was forged out of imperfections, because I believe that we all have flaws, we all have our downsides. I've actually been doing pencil art before. I've been chasing realism all my life. In 2015 at Artist Connect, I was challenged to do a pencil art and I was given a pen, and I didn't know how to do it because I wasn't used to using pen to actually draw. So I got really challenged, I got really confused, so I just started doing Jaga Jaga, and from Jaga Jaga I started seeing a face. I'm like, okay, why don't I just build it up? And at the end of the day, I realized that I'd already drawn a face. In early 2019, I actually started creating life sizes because I've been type to actually just draw on my phone or sketchbook. So 2019, I started drawing on canvas, started drawing on life-size pieces, and I started off with my series called Dembobo series. Dembobo series actually tackled societal issues like NEPA issues, and then the lies the government tell us, the lies our friends tell us, the lies we actually tell ourselves. So it actually tackled them and questioned the society as to why these problems haven't been fixed. Then also after Dembobo series, I was able to borrow out the series called Brainwash. Brainwash is just basically also the lies. It's more like an extension of Dembobo series, but this one was more like educating people that, okay, we need to like open our eyes to all these things. We shouldn't just act dumb. We shouldn't be deceived by all the tactics that the government has been using on us. This is the Picture Don't Pitch Me nonsense collection. I actually used some muses to create these pieces, and then I added some tribal lines, some symbols that I formed myself to show a little bit of spirituality, and then also some tribalistic stuff to show that, okay, these people are actually using some. So I use my art as a way to also impact knowledge in society, to also create awareness, to question the government, to question people, to question myself too. Then music also has served as a form of inspiration for me too, because whenever I draw, I tend to listen to lots of music, and somehow it finds a way to like impact some sort of knowledge. For example, when I'm listening to Fela Kuti, Femi Kuti, and the likes of them, I gain a lot of knowledge, and at the end of the day, I realized that I've manifested such knowledge on the artworks that I create. So these are basically the things that inspire me. One day I was just passing my former studio, and then I saw a woman carrying like so many kids, and then the next day actually I saw another one she had like 3 of her children on a bike. Then it actually took me back to the times when I would enter a bus, and then I would see a woman, and I would see a mother carrying like 4 children on their laps, and then they would tell you that, okay, please help me lap this one too, Shebi is your brother and all of that. So I decided to tackle the theme family planning, and basically to just create awareness and to pass a message across to people who aren't so educated about family planning. I mean, why bring so many children to this world to suffer them? So in these 2 pieces, you'd see a mother in distress and children also in distress. One of the child taking breast milk from the left, and the other taking breast milk from the right, and then the other ones too crying and trying to like wait for their turn.
Situation where they make a man pick the stand.
Months ago, someone challenged me into creating a family piece, and I realized that I never really talked about my dad. I lost my dad when I was 7 years old, and it's been like, it's just me and my mom, then my stepdad sometimes, yeah. So I grew up with my mom being the only one struggling, practically just changing different jobs just to feed me and my siblings and all. And then my dad was actually a soldier, and he used to threaten my mom with guns, beat her up and everything. And it just really used to break my heart because I saw how precious my mom was. And I never really got to tell this particular part of the story because it's something that challenged me for life. It's, it's basically one of the influences to why I actually feel empty sometimes because of the demise of my dad, and also the poor treatment my mom got from that. My mom got chased from the house after he died, like a lot of things, and then she had to raise chickens, she had to learn hairstyling, do tailoring, be a nurse and everything. She was basically a mother and a father to me, so I wanted to like tell that part of the story that although he's gone, there's still grace. So I have like 3 faces drawn so far, and I intend to do as many as possible till I feel at least a little satisfied. And in these other ones, there is about 2 faces and then 3 faces in that one, but it's all mixed because it's supposed to be an optical illusion work. So I'm going to turn the canvas upside down because I have another face there, surprisingly. And there's a reason I actually make faces like this. There's a reason I make faces like this. It's basically also with the idea of imperfection. And I started doing faces like this when I started working on my Dembobo series. In my face, there's always a big nose, a very big nose. So there's another face here, weirdly, if you look at it. There's an upside down face, and then there's another upside down face there. And then I'm about to do the third face. So I have like 3 faces drawn so far, and I intend to do as many as possible till I feel at least a little satisfied. And in these other ones, there is about 2 faces and then 3 faces in that one, but it's all mixed because it's supposed to be an optical illusion work. So I'm going to turn the canvas upside down because I have another face there, surprisingly. And there's a reason I actually make faces like this. There's a reason I make faces like this. It's basically also with the idea of imperfection. And I started doing faces like this when I started working on my Dembobo series. Faces with large nose because of my big nose. I mean, people used to yab me with that I had big nose shoes and all of that, so I tend to like put it in my works. So in my face, there's always a big nose, a very big nose. I mean, maybe people laugh at me with it now. I can definitely create a masterpiece. I can definitely create something worth seeing from it. So there's another face here, weirdly, if you look at it. There's an upside down face, and then there's another upside down face there. And then I'm about to do the third face, which is upside down. So it's just pure optical illusion. When you look at it from afar, it just looks like, okay, there's one face, but you don't know that there are so many faces hidden there. Again, I'm doing the nostrils. Very large like mine. Like, I feel like people should actually start accepting themselves the way they are built. I'm not saying that change can't be made to areas where change is actually needed, but I mean, we were beautifully made, were specially created by God, and however you've been created, I feel like you should appreciate it more. There's no point hiding your flaws. There's no point hiding your what you count as flaws, basically, because it's actually these flaws that make us unique. It's actually these flaws that makes us different from the person next to us. So I feel like we're supposed to rock these things. We're supposed to accept it, and then when we accept it, we can always try to fix things.
Everybody wanna see me in the club tonight.
And I've been able to relate my Jagaism with Nigeria. Nigeria is seen as a Jaga Jaga country. I mean, someone even sang a song about it, Nigeria Jaga Jaga. But like, irrespective of all the Jaga Jaga, it's still a beautiful place. It contains beautiful people, and there's just hope for the country. And we can actually start saying good things about Nigeria instead of just lambasting it or bringing it down. Alright guys, this is my episode of Live It Up on HipTv. You can also follow up on my other artworks on my IG page at Ayanfe _AYANFEE_. You can also check me out on Twitter at I_Ayanfe, I_AYANFEE. And then you can also check my website out, ayanfeolarinda.com. Thank you.